So today we are working on why do the seasons change? So let's go back and check out why do those seasons change? Well, we watched a video that showed a great example of what causes the seasons to change. And the first thing we learned was that the Earth is tilted on an axis. It's that imaginary pole that they spoke about that tilts the Earth in a direction. And that our Earth stays tilted like that as it orbits or revolves around the sun. So remember when we had the moon and we saw that circle of the moon going around the Earth? Well, the Earth does the same thing to the sun. And so that Earth revolving around the sun, and because it's tilted on that axis, allows us to have different seasons. So when we look at this picture, we can see that, hey, here's our Earth, tilted on its axis. And when it's tilted like this, those of us that are in the northern hemisphere, that's us, the United States, we are in the north part of the globe, or the Earth. When we look at the globe, it's a three-dimensional picture of the Earth. We are in the northern part, the top part. Like, think about Santa Claus. He lives at the North Pole, so he lives at the very tippy top where that imaginary axis is. And when we're tilted like this, hey, we are closer to the sun than the people that are in the southern hemisphere. They are tilted away from the sun. Well, if you're closer to that big giant ball of fire that we've been talking about, it's going to be warmer. That's why we have summer. It's warmer in the summer. And the people on the other side of the Earth, well, they're having winter at that point. It's colder when we are tilted closer to the sun than they are. As the sun continues to orbit and revolve around the sun, now all of a sudden that tilt that we have on the axis, see us, remember we're the northern hemisphere, that means we're on the top part. Well, we are now tilted away from the sun. Well, if we're further away from the sun, that means it is colder. So those people that were in the southern hemisphere, the lower part of the Earth, well, they're now closer to the sun, and that allows them to have summer. So when we're having winter and snow, the people on the other side of the Earth, they're having summer. And all of that is because the Earth revolves around the sun. Well, those two other seasons that we have, spring and autumn, or also fall, we sometimes call it, are because they are in between. So us tilted, we're about the same distance away from the Earth as the southern hemisphere. And so that allows us to feel that warming up temperatures. We're going from winter and we're starting to warm up, and it is now spring and things start to grow. Our days get longer because we're closer to the sun. And then we enter and we're still revolving around the sun, and we're our springtime. And then we continue to revolve around the sun, and it starts to get cooler. And we are approaching autumn because we're getting further away from the sun. It's starting to get cooler until we all get all the way away from the sun, and it is winter time. So we need to remember that our seasons are not just because we revolve around the sun, but because we are tilted on an axis. That the Earth is tilted, and that allows us to have a different space away from the sun. Are we close to the sun? Are we further away from the sun? Wherever we are in relation to the sun is what is causing those seasons. So today you're going to write your sentences and make sure you start with capitals and end with periods. And as before, if you want to watch the entire lesson on the seasons, the link is on this slide.